Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Good morning, wonderful listeners and viewers of Jimala TV. Mala woon sëñ Xari seen soppe Lori Ceesay si biir studio bi comme niñ ko dee defee rek suñu education hour bu leen di amal every Saturday from 11 to 12 o'clock. Welcome back to another episode of the program. Today, with me in the studio is a surprise, you know. I'm with one of my students from Old Windom Senior Secondary School, one of the best students in the school by the name Khadijatu Jaiteh from grade 11 A1. So tey moom laa fi invite on andi ko fii pour ñu discuss in the studio, but before we go into detail of the discussion dama ko allow rek for her to come in and then introduce herself to you guys. Khadijatu, the floor is yours. Welcome to Jimala TV.
Thank you so much, Madam Sise. Good afternoon, audience out there. My name is Khadijatu Jaiteh, a student from Old Windom Upper and Senior Secondary School and a member of the press club.
Thank you very much, Khadijatu. That was a great introduction, and then thank you very much for accepting my request at a very short time. I will not do justice also to not thank Mr. JC of Old Windom Upper and Senior Secondary School for accepting them being your coordinator of the press club. At a very short notice, he accepts you guys to come here. I think Khadijatu is here with a colleague, but he's coming in the near future to come again and introduce himself to you. We discuss about the topic. So today, the topic of discussion is going to be on career choice or career development. When you say career choice or career development in short, I think this is only going to talk about life after school, what students do after school, the career they choose to do, or what they want to be after grade 12 or after universities. So that's what we're going to discuss today, Khadija. So when you say career choice or career development, what do you have to tell the public out there, the layman out there sitting watching us today in this program? What can you tell them about career development or career choice, anyhow you call it?
Career choice or career development is something very important, both for youth and then let me say school-going students. If you are in school, I think it's very good for you to know what to do in future, especially like if teachers are to ask students, what do you want to be in the future? I think is a very good question. And then you will hear from all students what they want to be in the future, and then you can give the little advice that you have for them. At least like some will go for a choice that if they are forced to do it. Like sometimes our parents also ask us, if my parents ask me, what do I want to be in the future? For instance, if I say I want to be a lawyer, they will say, no, lawyer is not good. That's what I want as a choice. That's what I want as a career. And then they already discouraged me by saying that like it's not good. So if I used to go for teaching, do you think I have passion for teaching? If teaching students pass my exam or didn't pass my exam, I don't care because I didn't have passion for it. Being a lawyer is my passion.
Okay, thank you very much. Khadijatu nga wax lu am solo xam naa di ma baalal nag si olof bi waaye den koo jaxas baxas ak so that those people sitting there, the layman who don't understand the English language and is interested to follow the program, moom tamit dina am axam ñu jox ko mu mun a enjoy programme bi dégg nga loolu moo tax ñu si boole English language bi. So sorry, rather the Wolof language. Nga wax lu am solo moo nekk ne parents nowadays didn't allow their kids to choose their career for themselves. Instead, they decide for them what to do. And that is not done, it's not done and it's not allowed. That's what you said. So is there in any circumstances, you as a student, chooses what you want to be? We understand you're in grade 12, we understand you're in grade 11, but then maybe choose as a career, you also have in mind this is what I want to do after grade 12 because we learned that you're studying arts, not so. So I want to be a journalist, but then you already talked with this to your dad, and then he was trying to discourage you also, telling you that no, you're not going to do journalism or you're not going to be a lawyer because the belief, the propaganda is like if you be a lawyer, danga neka ko xamne danga bakarlu always because danga leka xaliss bo mu wala nga neka fenkat. Yoy is in the society discouraging students of their future career. So is there in any circumstances you feel these consequences at home or anywhere else?
Yeah, it happens. Like even in school, like if I said I want to be a journalist, what they would others would motivate me because they know that I'm capable. They would tell me, yeah, you can do it. But what others will tell me is like the payment is not good, the salary is not good. But what I do reply them is like passion is everything. If you have passion for something, you can have so many things in the future. Yeah. So journalism, I have passion for it. Even if my parents didn't want me to go for it, I have my own strategies. I will go for my passionate business, like what they want me to do. If I have money on my own, I will go for my dream choice.
Nyoko Degando, journalism is her person and she is smart to do it. Everybody know that she can do it. But then lu nekk di wax moo nekk ne comme luñ doon wax English language bi rek xale yi léegi seen féete si bàyyeetuñ leen ñu tànnal seen boppa luñ bugg a nekk instead ñoom ñoo leen di wax ne lii ngay nekk by and force te mun naa am sax xale bi baaxul si loolu noonu at the end of the day su fa demee tamit du mun a deliver nothing du mun a def nothing because nekkut loolu la bugga when you say person moo nekk sa bugga li nga buggal sa bopp nga gëmal ko sa bopp ne yaa ko mun a def foog naa soo si demee di nga si dem ba mu jeex tak waaye soo demee ñu pousse si li nga xam ne nit ki moo la ko buggal waaye buggal la ko sa bopp at the end of the day si rek moo fa nekk waaye benn lii du fa nekk so Khadijatu, the other question will be what do you have to those people at the society, those people sitting out there choosing career for their children, telling them this is what you should do because man maa nekk sa papa man maa nekk sa yaay so lii laa bëgg nga def loolu ngay def bem jëlal xale bi si boppam sax dafa dem mu def ko waaye nekkul loo xam ne coobareem la at the end of the day du fa jëlee benn njëriñ waaye fii yow kese la fa jëlee what advice do you have to tell those people or those parents out there doing those?
I would just advise parents to do what their children want because they are the one going to school. They know what they want and then they have passion for something. At least their parents could like sponsor them just a matter of time for them to study what they want to study. Yeah, because like we are seeing, let me say, doctors in the hospital, every day our parents are complaining. Doctor bi mom dafa yabaate wala dafa melni because they don't have passion for it. Nga dem si school bi tam nga xool teacher bi student bi pass wala fail yoonam nekku si parce que amul passion pour loolu noonu. léegi su fekkee ne docteur boobu noonu lu mu nekkee def si am passion they will cope with the patients and then teacher bi tam su fekkee am na passion pour teaching lu muy bëgg rek moo nekk pour student yi ñu pass exam so that's how it works.
Okay, thank you very much. There are also in circumstances where we see students at high school, students in grade 12 being a art student, some being a commerce student in their grade 12. After graduating, going to the university, you see them shifting to other disciplines different from the ones they study at high school. Like for example, we see a student who graduated as an art student. At the end of the day, you only see the student at the hospital being employed as a nurse or as a doctor. What do you have to say to that?
That is just nepotism. And then also others can be peer influence. You see your friends doing something and then you also go and do that thing when you know that you are not capable of doing that. And then you go in for it. Like for me, instant, if I go for, let me say a doctor, what would people say? She was studying arts. And then people who are doing science, their aim is to be a midwife, doctor, or stuff like that. They themselves didn't have that job. We, the art student, go in for that, and then we have it. What will others say? Okay. It will not bring development.
You mentioned something like nepotism. So you were here nepotism. Lu mean moy man ko laajte question bi laajte ko naka nga gisee xale yi nga xam ne bu ñu doon jàng school ñu ngi study arts suñu waxee arts moo nekk ñuy jàng fu mu nekk lawyer fu mu nekk journalist yooyu noonu waaye at the end of the day suñu jeexalee grade 12 dangaa dem nga dajee ñoom ñu ngi liggéey si lopitaan bi wala ñu ngi liggéey si banque bi loolu laa ko doon laajte ma ne ko lu mu gisee loolu noonu mu ne most of the time lu ko dee waral mooy dimbalante bi su ma mbokkal la dama ko xam maa ko xam because maa ngi si classe bi mun naa koo dimbale mu nekk fa loolu so where do you think the problem lies exactly when you say nepotism? Where do you think exactly the problem lies and whom do you think are those responsible for this? And what are the solutions to this?
The employers and then the employees, corruption and then bias. And then you have the government also, they have problem in it. And then these small institutions also have problem in it. Because like when they say that when you're going to study nursing, you have to go to the Gambia College. And then when you go to Gambia College and maybe you were a commerce student or art student, you cannot go in for nursing. So, but when you come to these institutions, you will still be hired. So you see, from there you take your certificates to someone you know, maybe I know you, and then you are teaching it, or you can help me in this bad way, using the bad way, and then I'll also be able to be a teacher when I'm not even capable of being teaching.
Okay, Dogumala, why don't you think also there are lack of facilities in some of these disciplines? That is why they are shifting from the arts field to other. For example, I think we have a school of journalism now at the university. It's not long time it was established there, not so.
Yeah, sure.
I think we have the school of education, we have the school of nursing, the agriculture, and so popular. It is more popular at the university and at the Gambia College than the School of Journalism and even the School of Lawyer and so. Don't you think that is the reason why students are shifting more from the arts field to other disciplines?
It is confusing. This whole thing is confusing because like when you are doing commerce or doing science or doing art, at least there is something that you used to want in that field. That's to be the reason you're going for the field. Let's say me, I'm doing arts because I want to be a journalist. When you are doing commerce, your aim should be being an accountant or something like that. When you're doing science, your aim should be to be a doctor or something like that. But if you go up to, like me say, tertiary level, you want to change that, it will affect you in the other area.
Okay, what I am saying is, you may have the love, you may have the passion to be a journalist, but what I am saying is, you have that passion in you, but the opportunity is not there for you. But at the end of the day, you graduate with 9 credits, you graduate with 9 A's to go and study School of Journalism. But because spaces there are very limited, that maybe you are late or so, you go there, you're not given the opportunity to be enrolled. But at the end of the day, you don't want to sit at home without doing nothing. At least you want to engage. So that can also lead to this, not so?
Yeah, but as a human, you should not stick into one thing.
Okay.
You should not carry all your egg in one basket.
Okay.
At least you should have up to, let me say, I myself, journalism is not my only dream that I want to overcome. I want to be a graphic designer as my personal business.
Okay.
So at least, like, if I didn't succeed in the other one, I will not fail. Like, my life is a question and it has 4 options. Okay. So among those options, at least one must be correct. Okay. That's how it works. You should not lean into one thing. If that one didn't succeed, you will fail in life. Okay. So I'm advising youths or students outside not to stick into one thing.
Thank you very much. ñoo ko déggandoo fii la woon Miss Jimbala TV ba tey yéen a ñu topp ci seen programme bi called the Education Hour, which we do every Saturday from 11 to 12 o'clock. Fatally Khadijatu Jaiteh from Old Yundum Senior Secondary School with her colleague Rada that will come later, Aliu Sarr. And then thanks to Mr. GC for allowing them to come. We proceed, Khadija. Like after discussing all these things, you tell me about what you want to be. I'm very happy that I have my student sitting here with me, telling me her passion. Thank you very much, Kontan Nabuba. But the other question that I want to ask you is, after all this, like you get Halei, then you're the grade 12. You see some of those students, they go up to even university without knowing what they want to be in life. You understand? Where do you think is the grassroots? Where do you think we have to start this, putting this into their mind, bringing this mindset to them that you have to choose whom you want to be life after school, whom you want to be in the future, what do you want to engage yourself into life after school? Where do you think the grassroots will begin?
At home.
Okay.
Because if I was a parent and I send my children to school, I'll be eager to know what they want to be in the future. Okay. And I'll always be asking them, what do you want to be in the future? Maybe like the child might say today doctor and then tomorrow police or something like that. Maybe changing. You might ask the person, like if you ask the person today, what do you want to be? And then the person might tell you, you can encourage the person to work harder. If you want to be a journalist or if you want to be a doctor, you have to work extra harder or you have to do this. That alone can motivate the child. But you as a parent, you send your child to school, you don't know what he or she is into. That one also is disaster.
Okay. Don't you think the children are also running away from that? Because whenever they discuss this with their parents or brothers, they always give them the negative, the opposite to what they want to be. For example, I want to be a doctor. I told my dad I want to be a doctor. No, you're going to be a journalist. So you're going to be a journalist rather. So you're not going to be a medical doctor, but you will be a journalist. Don't you think these are also the reason why students are running away from discussing this with their parents at home?
Yeah, it could be. It could be because like they know that their parents will deny them of what they want. That's why they didn't tell them straight. But you could also see and then negotiate with your parents and then see what would be the results of it. Negotiate with the
Okay, we believe that our schools, they are our second homes. Our teachers are our second parents, not so. Don't you think teachers also have a part to play in this?
They also have part to play in this. That's why I first mentioned something like teachers should also be asking students, what do you want to be in the future? Because I remember any grade that I go to, like if a teacher come new to the class, what he or she would ask us, what do you want to be in the future? Each and everyone will say what they want. But if others even mention like teacher, the whole class will start laughing because they think that is something foolish. If not because of teachers, I will not be here and you will not be here.
They are on the rate.
Exactly.
They are on the rate. Students believe that teachers say come then so na mota. Te halis am.
Liggéey boo gis am na son. Liggéey boo dem si Gambia bi nekkul Gambia kese de. But if you want to have something, you work for it and then you must suffer.
Te halis am because da ngay diga xale teacher amul halis dañ dee sonna rek. Te xale joxul leen respect wala.
Before you be a doctor, sometimes you have to pass through being a teacher. Before you be a president, you have to.
It's a stepping stone. We don't here to discuss about the teacher as a profession, but anyway, it's a stepping stone. Like why Johun could give them Johun respect, that is the hard fact. Like you go to a class, you ask students actually said, what do you want to be in future? Some of them will start mentioning, I want to be a president, I want to be a banker, I want to be this and that. Very few of them will tell you I want to be a teacher. And then if you say you want to be a teacher, they laugh at you. Yeah, so like the belief is teachers.
The concept
is that teachers are not underrated in school. Okay, ñu ñoo signal, right? Cameraman ñu ñoo signal mu ne time we jeex na te foog na we have another set that are to come. So like Khadija, if you have anything to say to the public or to the people out there, to Mr. GC watching you who sent you here today, what advice will you have to tell them? Foog naa ne comme liñ fi war a waxtaanee yëpp duñ ko mën a wax because time bi may ñu ko Olof Njaay mu ne lu duuf si nag li yëpp xëjul si cin li, so dañ koo dog foofu noonu ba beneen yoon. I guess you will come back next time with Alieu for us to continue this because it's a very important and a wide topic that we cannot conclude in just 30 minutes. So ma bàyyi la nga tàggatoo ak askan bi rek jox daje ba beneen yoon inshallah.
Yeah, first I would like to thank the press coordinator, Mr. GC, because he is the reason why we are here today. And then I would also like to thank Mr. Jibril, the principal, Mr. Gomez, for granting us, let me say, the green light to be here today. If not because of him also, we wouldn't be here. And I would thank the press club at large for giving me like the confidence to be here. And I would thank you guys also for granting us audience to be here today. Thank you. I will agree this one.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much, Khadija. So, man la woon seen host Lolly Ceesay bi programme bi education hour bu ñu amee fi Saturday fii si biir studio bi Jumala TV from 11 to 12 o'clock. Suma invité bi nekkoon Khadijatu Jaiteh and Alieu Sarr, students of Old Senior Secondary School. Ma leen di sant di leen gërëm suma cameraman yi sant naa leen gërëm naa leen. Thank you very much to all the staffs from the principal down and Mr. GC of Old Senior Secondary School. Thank you very much for giving me the honor.